everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. So today I have a show and tell. So I had intended to, and I thought that this morning when I got up that I might make the card for you, or one of the cards. I have 4 cards to show for you from the beautiful gallery. But, you know, sometimes best laid plans. It's the first day of spring in Indiana. So it was warm yesterday, warm-ish, but it was really windy. So there was a wind chill to welcome in, or I guess say goodbye to the last day of winter. Always a good goodbye to me because I like winter when it's Christmas. So for the couple of weeks over Christmas time, I'm okay with it. I don't mind some snow days because snow is beautiful, but I like when it's on the ground. I hate when it's melty. I hate when we get the giant snow piles in the Midwest and they pile it all in the middle and then it just melts and it's dirty and it's icky. I hate it. I hate the cold. I hate being cold. So I'm ready. But this morning it was snowing. It was ice pelting onto the window, and we have a beautiful magnolia tree in our yard, and I came home yesterday when I was stamping with my friends and making these samples, and the magnolia was not in full bloom, but in great bloom, because the poor magnolias in Indiana, they get so confused. They're like, oh, it's been warm for a week, let's bloom. And now it's freezing, so the flowers are probably going to turn into wilted yucky. They remind me of dead lettuce. So there's that. But I worked on my tutorial bundle because it's due today. I sent it to, if you're on my email list, you got an email. I worked on getting the Try It class registration ready for my club girls. So I did all that, and then I'm kind of running out of time because I call him my grand nugget, but my baby's coming over the first time I get to keep him alone. They kind of act like it's a big privilege, and I'm like, yeah, I raised you. I did okay with you. You're still alive. But I'm excited for him to come. So I want to get this done before he gets here. And the pipe out in front, not of our house, but in our street, has sprung a leak. So you're probably going to hear them because they're making tons of noise. So I decided I would just show you the cards. Maybe I will back up and do one of them for you. But, you know, in pre-order, we can only order limited quantities of everything. And I would like to start cutting for my Try It class. So you'll hear me start to talk about it a little bit as I start previewing stuff from this catalog. And with this suite's called the Beautiful Gallery Suite. It may be one of the most beautiful things this Stampin' has ever come up with. So it's a big suite. And it's why I took it to my friends yesterday. So I went to 2 of the roommates that I had from on stage. You hear that? Yeah, they're pounding the cement. It's great. But it has two bundles. It has a ribbon that we did not use because I wanted to kind of mix and match. It has paper, 6x6 paper. It has a folder. It has embellishments. So it was easy to kind of grab and go anytime there's 6x6 and you take stuff on the go. So if you want to see all of the paper, I did show all of the paper in my catalog walkthrough. I have it all kind of mixed and matched. And because of the color combination, I knew that I could grab vanilla. I grabbed vanilla, basic beige, and watercolor paper of my own because, you know, when you go to friends who also own everything, you know you can use whatever of their stuff that you want. But you hate to use all of their stuff. So I grabbed this, and then we ended up just using this. But I also grabbed the pressed flower embossing folder, so we used that. And then I grabbed the other ribbon. I didn't take the ribbon that went with this, so we would be able to kind of mix and match it. So I have not decided yet if this will be Card Club in May or if it's going to be my free online class. I'm kind of leaning towards a free online class. And if you're new to my channel or my online classes, the way I do my free online classes is if you purchase the suite with me for whatever it is, then you get the supplies to follow along with me and make the projects for the free class. So I think that I'm going to do that. I'm not 100% yet. I have to kind of play with the other stuff and decide what I want for May Club, but I'll let you know, especially those of you in Card Club. You'll know fairly soon. So here's the beautiful motifs. Let me show you. They're all mixed up. So the dies for this, I think this is all of them. And you know, when you take everything out brand new at your friend's house, you're like, I hope I get this all back, because then I'll start playing with it here and it won't all be here. So this is this. I wanted you to see this piece, which I cut out and then I didn't end up using. I cut up a piece of paper and I didn't even use that paper, which is always kind of sad. But I wanted you to see this die because it does this. So it pops out the leaves, but the whole thing does not pop out. Now I am thinking that if you want this to all the way come out, you could probably snip it apart. I didn't try that. This is the metallic, distressed metallic, maybe it's called. It is in the new catalog, so you can still use it. One of these is on one of the cards, but we didn't use any, I don't think we used any of the other pieces of this. And I did use this kind of background stamp on one of the cards. And I'll show you these in just a second because it makes some fun frames. So that is the beautiful motifs bundle. That is the wrong one of those. That goes with the gallery blooms. This is so much fun to color. So we used this one. We used a couple of the flowers. I used this tiny little one, and it's stunningly beautiful. And I really want to show you how I colored it. So I did this, and they were like, how'd you do that? So then Susan did hers similar to this. And Tanya used, I think she used this flower also. No, maybe she used that one. But I want to show you the dies, because, you know, we putting them back in there were 13 dies, and we counted and counted, and then Susan's like, I think this is the 13th die. So these are standard flowers that will cut out shapes, and then also lots of little pieces so the ones that cut out flower shapes, and then the one that cut out the stamps. But then this one here, when you run it through, it does 3 shapes. So it does this large frame, then it does this smaller frame, and then it does a square. So we used, I don't know that we used any of the large frames. So I have the ones I used. I used gold, and then we have some copper. So one pass through, which I'm gonna love this for card club, because when I pass it through, you will have, we do 3 projects, we make 6 cards, but we do 3 designs, 2 of each. So 2 passes, and you will have all of those for card club. Because originally when I went in yesterday, I was like, this will probably be an online class, and then I did this, and I'm like, oh, but that works for card club. But sometimes we use dice that aren't part of the card club bundle. So let's take a look. Like I said, if you want to see every piece of paper, go watch the unboxing video if you missed it. So let's start. Not all of these have embellishments. Some of them I may add. So there's this one. So this one has the where Susan watercolored. I took watercolor paper, so she watercolored. I don't think they're magnolias, but when you paint them like that, they can be magnolias. Here's the really pretty fern out of, it looks like she did that in olive. And then this folder, I don't know what it goes with. I don't know if it's part of a suite. I just grabbed it from my new stuff. Here is the damask, which is part of the beautiful gallery suite. And it doesn't have any ribbon. We were, you know, when you start, well, we got there, we did stuff, kind of businessy stuff. And then we ate, which is very important. And then we caught up on family. And, you know, we hadn't seen each other since Sunday. We caught up on stuff. And then by the time we just started stamping, we ran out of time at the end. And then we had to put all our stuff back. So they can be finished. I may finish them off, and so head to my website and you can see them finished. So that one doesn't have any paper. It just has some of the fun stuff. And then Susan also did this one because she's an overachiever. So this one, I don't have the stamp to show you, and I can't open the catalog. And because it was one of the prizes at Onstage, and I didn't win it. I won one of the other ones. It's a giant background stamp. So it's going to be a little bit hard for you to see, because see this tree? See the stuff stamped in espresso? So there is a big tree. There's a fence. So the tree comes down like this. There's a fence, some greenery, a little bird on it. That is a stamp. So she took the stamp and she stamped over the top of it, which I think is in the catalog. And then, so she stamped the background stamp over the beautiful paper, so it looked like a watercolor design, which I think that is what's in the catalog. And then I think maybe they have it in the frame and then just standing on a little stand. But she took ours and mounted it on a card front. So it's on Mossy Meadow and then on Basic Beige. But before she did that, she ran it through the leaves that I just showed you. So you can see they pop up. And if I was going to send this in the mail, because if you don't want them to stay popped up, they will work themselves back down. So right before we filmed, I added some Wink of Stella to some of the leaves, more so you would be able to see them. But if you want some of them to stay standing up, simply take the tiny dimensionals And you'll want to tuck them all the way down inside so you can't see them. You can also color the edges with these if blends. If you're going to put it on a framed piece. If I was going to do it on a card, I wouldn't take the time. But stick them down in there. And then for these, all of the leaves in it stand up. So push it back down like that. And then it's not going to reinsert itself back down like a puzzle piece. It'll stay risen up. But see, all of these pop up. So you could cut a little piece of the dimensional just off the edge here and stick it down in there, and that would keep them all raised up as it goes through the mail. The rest of that's the only one I've done the stuff on. And especially on the designer series paper, it's going to stay, it's going to pop down back down in there a little bit more than it might if you did this on cardstock. Where did I put my, I just had it, y'all saw me, I just had it, but you know, we lose everything sitting right here. The cardstock, wherever I put it on the copper, it would take a little bit more to push back down in there than the designer series paper. But that card couldn't be any simpler. One background stamp, and then you could just leave it at that. So if you're hosting some kind of an open house, or you're getting together, just having some friends come over who are convinced that they aren't artistic, let them do this. And then when they're finished, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I made that. So here's that one. Here's the one that Tanya made. So this one has, no, she didn't use the same flower I did. She used kind of this Queen Anne's lace. We loved this piece of paper. I pulled it out, but I don't know. Yeah, here it is. It's this one here. So it kind of looks like a Lucky, if you're familiar with Lucky or Buckle, they're kind of closed. So she watercolored. I have a pointer in my hand. She watercolored just a piece of paper, and it is on Basic Beige. She started and she had it on Peach Pie, but it was a little bit too orange. So then she watercolored on top of Basic Beige. This is the ribbon that is part of the suite, and she watercolored it with Peach Pie to kind of get that peach in there. These are the antique pearls that are part of the Storybook Moments suite. They are in the new catalog. And then she ran the frame through the folder. Super pretty. And then here's the one I did. Same frame, but in gold. I used that background stamp. And then here are some more of the little pieces. So this is this piece of paper. And so I just cut a piece for all three of us, so we would have a background to fill in our picture. This is ribbon that goes with the new online exclusive that will come out in May. So it's not the ribbon that goes with. Then it has just a wisp of the current ribbon that's part of the Happy Birthday suite. Has a little piece of the gold cord that's out right now. And then here are the flowers that I watercolored to match the paper. So you can see it's this little stamp here. Whoops, nope. This little stamp here. And I just watercolored it so it would look similar to that. And then I just layered them all up with some other metallics. So, and then when I was done, I had this little piece here, and we debated, do I stick it on something so we can lay it in a little frame, go buy a little frame from like the Dollar Tree or something, or do I go ahead and mount it on a card? And we decided to mount it on a card. So for this one, so I get pretty stingy. You know, I love to put some embellishments. If you saw my popcorn card yesterday, I think I have 7 embellishments on that. But after I use a new embellishment, then I'm like, okay, I'm done with that one, because you never know with Stampin' Up! If something's going to be the one that we all fall in love with and everybody buys it, and then they're not available, and I need them for my Try It class, because we'll do 10 cards together. The class fills. There's often 70, 80 packets that I make, so I need hundreds of the embellishments. And if they're gone, and I have made, 2 or 3 cards where I put 7, then I can have like 20 embellishments that I stuck on cards that I can't use in my class. So that's why I try to be a little bit more conservative than I normally am. But these are the embellishments that are part of the suite. So I will stick 3 on here and hope that they don't sell out. So there's 1, 2, and I can't do 2 because, I tell you never to do an odd number. So my Try It class will do 10 projects together. You can go read about it. I'll put the link down under this. It's open. By the time this video posts, it should be open for my Card Club girls. Regular registration will open after Card Club goes out this month because they get a $15 discount for being part of Card Club. So early bird will open the 27th of March. And that's early bird's open for about a week, and then it will stay open until after early bird till it fills, or I think I have it closing just before the new catalog goes live, so I can know how much to order. And we would like to start cutting paper in April, so before we leave for the Stampin' Up! Disney trip, we can have a lot of it done. I would like to have Card Club done before we go to Disney, but we'll see. I set lofty goals. Although my husband had Card Club done, it normally is in the mail the 26th, which it's not packaged up, but he had it all cut while I was on stage. He's a good cutter. This one I'm going to do I'll add some embellishments before you take the picture. But that is the beautiful gallery. It is stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. So there you go. Check back with me next week when I will have, I haven't worked it all through. I think I'm going to announce my new club benefits next week, and then when we get towards the end of March, I will let you know. I'm gonna, as Stampin' Up! Switches to their new rewards program, I'm going to switch from my rewards program that I've had, and I'm going to switch to a loyalty program. So I'll have some new stuff coming your way. I'm looking forward to it. Have a great one. Bye.